Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 143 with me, Sid, and we're just here flattening a few steel bars. So last episode what did we do? We did a few things and some other things. I'm trying to think. I've completely forgotten. We definitely, put the void in. We put the void pipe onto the farm, and obviously we're using the farm now to charge our wand, which is a far superior method. This episode I am starting off with the flattening of steel sheets into ingots, and not sheets, ingots into sheets. Bleh, get there. Reason for that is simple enough. We are going to make ourselves a steel, if I can find it, somewhere amongst all this lot there is a steel locker, but it's not a black steel locker. I think that would be excessive. Well, yeah, not excessive, just not what we need. Where is the steel one gone? It's gone now. It's somewhere in this lot. Oh, there we go, steel. Simple enough. We need to make a locker. We need to get some planks of wood, and we need some sheets of steel. Yeah, who knew, eh? Reason for that is that system that we've got running in the Thorncraft area, the crystallizer, is actually proving to be quite effective. So we need to make lockers, and I want to make 6 of these. So we're going to go planks and trapdoors. We have 1 trapdoor. The recipe for trapdoors is simple enough. It is just planks, so I can definitely use that to make another. That's enough for 2. If I can get rid of some of those, I will. And I really do need to go and bring some great wood down. I don't want to use me good wood. In fact, you know what we'll do is we'll go sleep, and then we'll go and find ourselves some wood, because we might as well, and it gets the day over and yada yada. So yeah, once we've done all of this, the plan is simple, and that is to get myself a silver wood wand with thaumium caps. Should be easy. It's probably going to be easier than making void pipes, and especially seeing as the recipes didn't work, but there you go. But yeah, so we'll head over to our wood area and chop down a few. Actually, not chop down. I don't need to chop down trees. We've also got another. Oh no, it was a sapling. We've got another burn in there. We've still got quite a lot of charcoal, so we are pretty good for that. Now, I'm just going to take that. I'm going to actually spit these out everywhere, and I'll take a little bit more of that, because to be fair, I can do more with that than I can the hoofer. And I think I also need to be aware of the weather and the temperature, because it is early autumn, so we're okay at the time for the time being. The temperature is average is about 18, and the temperature is 24. So I've got no idea what that unit is measured, by the way. I don't know whether it's Fahrenheit or centigrade. 24 would seem about right for Celsius or centigrade. So, but I do need to harvest most of this before it goes off. But I've got so much food, it's kind of almost pointless. Almost, but not quite, you know what I mean? Anyway, let us get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of those. And we can bang some of those out for now, and then we'll get 1, 2, that was 3 and 4. So that's enough of those. And what did I say I needed for those things? Certainly more than that, and more than that. That's not going to be. That's going to make me 3, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. And we can get those ones. That's not enough there, so grab another one of them. Do the thing. Get the stuff. We're going to need more logs anyway, ultimately. So might as well get all of this done. Bang and bang, and get another set. Oh god, I to get there eventually. So that's that, and then we're going to use you with, we need to actually use full logs and planks. Okay, plankage, loggage, those, I'm going to put those like that and that. I'm going to use that, go like that, and then that can just go like so. That will give me some steel reinforced lockers, and the rest of this can go away. So yeah, this has kind of been some time coming, but we do need to do it because this, oh, I'll find the right place, this is messy down here. It's not ideal. How do I want to play this? I know, we'll play it like that, shall we? Temporary movement of chest, grab contents of chest, throw chest contents. I don't know whether that was in there or not, but it can be in there. And then rinse and repeat. There's a question, I don't know, I'm not sure the answer to this one yet either, but we'll deal with this first. That can go in. Grab some more. Throw those into the thing. You see, I don't really want these to be exposed like that. I want this to go like that, but I could embed the units into the walls. Or do I just want to go? I think in the walls works better, just because we can. If I pop you there and you there, you become quite a large reinforced steel locker, which is nice. And then if I come back here, I might probably want to do a fourth one actually, and then maybe something different up the top and make that entire wall storage. Maybe something we want to do. Maybe go with a different colour one on there. What do we think? I think that would actually make sense. Maybe. Certainly another 2. I think we probably need to do another 6. Let me get those done. I'll be back in a second. All right. I just added a bit of colour. We put some diamond ones in. There is practically no difference between that and that. It kind of makes me curious if there's any difference with the cheaper metals, say like a copper or you know, not blue steel, black bronze, or pig iron or nickel, because if there isn't any difference, the only real difference is the colour scheme. So using steel over black steel over red steel makes little to no difference. However, I have also set this back so there's no spawnable blocks still. Do need to put all of this away, but the primary reason we wanted all of this storage was because this thing spits out stuff like it's going out of fashion. It really does. And yeah, it's certainly not, it's not shy at coming forward with the results. So as a storage mechanism, as a thing, I mean, we've still got stuff in there to go through, and I've actually got a little bit more in there to go through yet. That is currently doing quicksilver. So there you go, and there's a whole load of stuff still in there. That's actually used a fair amount of anthracite. We're going to have to restock it very soon, I suspect, but still cheaper than actually doing it the normal way, I suspect. Now, there was a few bits and pieces in there I was going to chuck in, because that's got vacuous and that's actually got auto in it, so we might as well have that in. I've got no idea if that's got out in it. The rest of the stuff can stay there, I suppose. Pedito and Terra, maybe. I'm never really short of Terra though, so maybe we'll keep. You know what? I don't need it, and I don't think that has anything in it, and that's probably not worth. Yeah, we'll just carry on, just tootle in here, and oops, wrong thing. So yeah, there was a mention of a loop, but I don't think I've got in one of the comments from I lose thing, but that doesn't appear to. The vacuum chest isn't drawing from that. That's only going up there, so I think we're okay. I think everything should be fine with that. However, we'll also chop you in there as well, because more vacuous is handy stuff to have. And we'll empty that out, and it's just a matter of keeping your eye on it and popping back down now and again, and keeping these nicely stocked. So that kind of finishes up where we are with this process getting kind of tidied up a little bit, and the crystallizer, and we now need to put that away and start working on our new project, which is of course the wand core. So first things first, let us, I don't know whether you can't, I don't think, yeah, this stuff doesn't, you're just going to have to go through this, unfortunately. I suppose if we were to just have a look at Aurum, there you go, that's how to use it. Just use a double search for it and then double click, and we've got quite a bit by the looks of it. So there you go. Good. It's a shame it doesn't sort it. That's the one thing with these things, they kind of randomize stuff, but yeah, well, kind of everything. Right, I am going to quickly sort all this lot away, and I shall be right back with you. All right, well, it is never simple. Yeah, I need shards for the one. I need one of every kind. I can possibly manage everything except earth shards. And earth shards, you can only get. Air shards are easy, we can sift, crush, netherrack. Fire shards are easy, we can sift, if I can get the thing out, crush, netherrack. And it actually might be worthwhile doing that, because there are some ores within some of this stuff. You know, plus silverfish scales, honest, they're silverfish scales. Air shards are the same. Water shards, however, you can only make from the stuff in the world. Similarly with earth shards, there is no trickery that we can use to get around that. Order shards also. Chaos shards we can get from soul sand. And balance shards obviously we make. But we are really low on that one, and we are really low on that one. We could, as I say, probably get by with what we got there. Now, I have got a trace on the map all the way up here for earth shards question mark, but that is the only entry that I can find for earth shards, which is really strange. There's a few other shard entries, but I've really not found as many shards as I thought I had. So we are going to have to go out on a little road trip, and the question mark here is, where do I go? I could have sworn I had some shards up this way as well, but I cannot find markers for them anywhere. So the question is, do I head up all the way up here to this dubious marker up here, or do I just head over, say, somewhere like here and kind of explore a little bit? I'm kind of inclined to do the second, because it's relatively straightforward. We can go out and have a look, see what we find, and if I take myself another meal with me. We've got now this, actually, let me just empty a little bit because I know this has got some crap in it that we don't need. But yeah, we're going to have to go and find some stuff. So Minecraft dropper can go in, lever can go, redstone. Actually, to be fair, that isn't crap. This is all stuff that I want in one way or another. So we'll put this away somewhere else. How are you doing for space, my fine furry friend? It's actually not furry. I don't know why I said furry. We'll empty that before we go, and I'm going to head out to a new location to start unveiling a few things. I also need to put this lot away, which was for remodeling down here, and I've brought some extra barrels down. So we're getting there. We are getting there. But let me grab that lot. How are you for coal? You'll just have to be okay. There's probably enough juice in the system anyway. Or should I go and put some more in? Yeah, I will do. I'll sort myself out and I'll be back in a second. Well, even though this has only been powered by those, we're at 64 blocks of gold and 24 blocks of copper out of this system, plus quite a lot of garnerite. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So from this point on, we are on the road again. Let me freshen up my water. And the next time you see me, we will be in pastures new. So back in a moment. Alright, well, first stop on our journey is an established thing we already know about, which is this high quality air shards area. So we'll have a wee bit of this because it would be wrong not to while we're passing by. But we are now over here. There's a bear down there. So we'll be aware of the bear. Bear's kill. Be aware of the bear. That should be a government message. Again, I don't think, maybe a stack, maybe two, don't know. But while we're here, it kind of makes sense to me to take advantage of the fact we're in an area of high air shard, and I think this was one we needed a little bit anyway. I don't think we desperately. Order and Earth are the one we're desperately short of, but you know, take what you can when you can, and you'll not be found wanting later. Always a good, always good practice. Always get the stuff you need as you pass it. I should probably not stand underneath that, just in case. Yeah, I think a stack of this will be absolutely more than adequate. It's not like we haven't got it marked on the map as well, so it's not, you know, and it's not a million miles away. So, all good. Anyway, once we've got this, we then move into territory new, and we'll see what we'll see. Back in a bit. Alright, I found some surface ardite. Well, I found some ardite traces. I'm not going mining for them because I think I've grabbed the little bits. That's probably enough. However, what I have found is earth shard traces. Where were they? I've lost. There's one down there, and then there's some more over this way. So that is good news. I'm just trying to see if it's there. I really don't even care what quality it is, but we'll find out. Let's have a look. It's well, it's standard. Okay. Surface earth shards 25. That'll do. I know that's not my standard routine, but this one I am going to grab a fair old bit of, because we have quite a bit of air and we can get air via other mechanisms. But this one that we can't get via other mechanisms, this one is this one's important, so we need to grab a fair bit. I can't see. Can I see any further where the extent of this is, or is it just this obvious bit here. I mean, I don't want to. I don't. Oh, hello. I don't. Let me out. Let me out. That was silly. I just realised what I did just as I did it. Yeah. So earth shards and a skeletron over there. Thinks he's all cool, hanging out in his leather armour. But let me grab this, and then we move on to the more difficult one, because I've really not seen much of it at all. And that is the order shards. They could be really quite problematic. Yeah, be back in a bit. Alright, I've got a couple of stacks down there. That should be enough, because that equates to 6 stacks of ground materials, which should be more than enough for this playthrough. One shortage I have not had, they're not showing up on the map right now. There's one down over there. Bears. If bears were a valuable resource, they would be in abundant supply around here. It is quite insane. There's one there. The amount of bears that I've seen in the area. So yeah, this is definitely Bad News Bear City. I haven't bothered killing. I'm trying to resist the indiscriminate killing of everything that I come across, because it kind of gets habit, and I don't want to be that guy that goes around indiscriminately killing all the wildlife in the area. So let's have a look. Where am I now? So I've come back round here. So there's all of this area up here we've not covered. And then I suppose that's probably should be. It is really difficult to know where to go for the best. But I know there was another bear over this way, if I recall. Somewhere abouts over here. Yeah, just behind me. Down there, I think. And of course we've got the taint biome over there, so who knows what we'll find if I head over this way. I don't want to get too close because I don't want to get taint swarmed, but plus it looks vile and sounds even worse, to be honest. So yeah, not the order shard side of things is not looking hopeful. I actually can't think. I mean, bear in mind I had to edit the configs to make the spawning of these ores more common. Will give you an idea of just how rare this stuff actually is. That's this thing. So I'm kind of trying to do this from the air to cover as much ground as possible, because this is a numbers game. This is the more terrain you cover, the more chances they have to spawn in, and the more chances they have to spawn in, the more chances you have to find it. I mean, it is really not rocket science. So yeah, but I also think it is going to be an issue if I can't find these order shards. I can't actually remember. I probably could go back and check my footage before I set out. How much I had actually in the small shards. I may have enough to get maybe half a barrel. I might have enough to get more than half a barrel. I don't actually know. But it is going to be a problem, and I'm fairly certain I haven't found any in the past. I know I've lost some place markers somewhere along the lines in the upgrades and moves and copies and tweaks and stuff that I've done over time to this playthrough, but it shouldn't be that much. So yeah, onwards anyway. I will see you in a bit. Alright, we are going to call it quits. I'm going to head home because we have got 33 of these surface shards. I checked the footage and we've got, where are they? 33 of those. 32 should be enough to create, hopefully, a half barrel of the slurry, and that will allow me to make 5 of those. I must have found these somewhere. This is the annoying thing. I must have found these shards. I also do need to do all of these, so I'm going to take the water shard. That's useless for those. They make 3, so I actually only need about a third of those, I think. What's a third of 64? 21, 22-ish. We definitely need those. We need to do them all, so I might as well just go and get all of these ground up. They are unfortunately quern work, so that's the thing. We need to do you, we need to do you. Obviously we've got the entropy, we've got those. These are rich, and they give me 5, so I'll probably only need to do like about 10 or 12 of those. And those are poor, they only give me 2, so I need to do half of those. And then we need to do the, yeah, alright. I'm going to be doing some querning. We're going to be, I also really should grab a couple more barrels, shouldn't I? Can I just do this, I wonder? Well, not can I know I can, but I can get another couple of barrels down there, and that will do the trick. Now these ones are full. I do want one to be a half full barrel, so that's the thing. And yeah, I mean, where's all my leaves gone? Those trees have grown again, haven't they? We need to work on this thing, unfortunately, so I'll stick 32 in there and 32 in there, and we'll start off. These don't have any other grinder recipe, so we're going to have to do this the hard way. Back in a bit. Alright, it's not as dire as things seem. So there is a technique to get the poor shards that we've been using, to get that, not this, the little trace shards, and that is from sifting sand. You can also get them from sifting dust, but it's less efficient because you only get 1% chance rather than 3% chance. You do get a larger range of things off of it, but we are going to try to put that is in there. Order infused slurry, we've got 5 things. This is the last thing. Yeah, so if we look at the recipe for that, we can sift sand to get all of them. Actually, there's a 3% chance, which is odd because you much lower percentage chance on dust. So we're going to seal that, and that's going to give me 5 order shards. We're going to unseal that and stick 64 of those in there, and we are going to put in 2 rough entropy shards, and hopefully that will give me 2 lots of 5 times. And now we need to do the same with air, and all of the other ones. So I'm going to be on with that for a moment. Oh, I also probably should check. How are you doing? Just doing, still working on the Quicksilver. Okay, that's fine. Leave it to it. Right, yeah. So sifting, well, grinding is going to be the name of the game for now, and also getting that put away. And if I've got anywhere to put this stuff, I've got nowhere to put that smooth dye. Right, okay. We could burn it. There's not a huge amount of point. It'll get a little bit of auto. So sifting is the name. The grinding is the name of the game, and I'll be back once I've got all of those done and set up. See you in a minute. All right, we have got 10 entropy shards, 5 order shards, 10 water shards, 10 fire shards, missed, 10 air shards, and 10 earth shards. That wasn't fun. However, we have everything we need, and I am going to have a silverwood 1 core out of this episode if it kills me. So we need 1 of each and a balance shard. Balance shard requires me to pick 1 of those. So what have I got lots of? Anything except entropy. So let's go and go with let's go with earth. There we go. Yeah, that's probably as good as any. And we can run through here, pop that in. We want a balance shard, so we need air, water, fire, air, air, aqua, ignis, Ordo and Petitio. Ordo and Petitio. Let's get you there, and let's get you there, and off we go. Now this is an unbalanced, as I recall, this is an unbalanced thing because you've got 7 items going into it, which automatically makes it a bit unstable. And under normal circumstances, Petit Ordo, hang on, Motus, Panis, Ordo, Petitio. Under normal circumstances, I would prefer to have 2 of everything. But because we are very shy on shards, I'm going to take my chances. That is probably famous last words, but there you go. So we've got our order shard. We've got an earth, an air, a fire, a water, and an order. That should be 7 items, and a silverwood log. That's the first thing we're going to need, so we'll get you on there. It'll do its thing. Let's just have a look at it. I don't know whether there is actually any pattern to this, but we'll do this as the book, just because I suspect not, to be honest. But there you go. So we're going to have 1 of those on, and then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 down there. So I think we'll just stick that and that there. If I balance that off with the water shard at that side, again, balance as many of these as we can, I think will make a difference. It's a bit of a mystical art, this Thorncraft. And 1.7 was actually, I think, a little bit more balanced than in some respects than some of the other versions. So order, oh, it should have been air and order. Okay, hang on then. We'll swap you out for the air. And then I'm going to stick the order there, and just to keep the balance, because again, we can do that. That will balance off across to there, I think. Right, last but by no means least, we need some jars. So we need air, aqua, and ignis, 9 of each. Air, oops, aqua, ignis, Ordo, Petitio, and Terra. Petitio, Ordo, and Terra, permutation, precantatio even. Let me get me jars right, and then what we'll do is we'll start popping these down. Like I say, we are going to finish this with a silverwood 1 core. We'll not have the caps, but we are getting the thing now. Let us grab a wand. sure it's F, isn't it? To get the... Oh, there we go. And then F to put them on. Okay, that's fine, yeah. And let us screenshot away. And now I just need to keep an eye on this. I think I'm not going to tempt fate, actually. It's got everything. Why? Am I missing something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, god damn it. That could have been awkward. I'm very lucky that that didn't explode on me. There we go, and there's the Precantatio just going over. I know I say this every time, but I still love this animation. This is, to me, still one of the visually most pleasing mods. Just in all of its vision and completeness. And Silverwood Rod. Right, well, on that note, because this took considerably longer to do than I anticipated because of the shard situation, we're probably going to call this one an episode, but next episode we are going to make the Thaumium 1 caps, which is relatively straightforward, and we are going to infuse them. That needs Salus Mundus, which means I need to do some smelting of some, well, hang on, let me, suppose we better double check, because this is, of course, Salus Mundus requires me to heat a balance shard in a furnace. We can do it in a furnace though, so I might actually just grab that furnace that I pulled out of the dungeon and make it that way. But for the time being, we have at least now got the basics, and we can now move forward and get this put together next episode, and hopefully we will then have a wand powerful enough to actually move some nodes. But until then, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.